Howdy folks, Greyhawk 4x4 coming at you again, your resident vintage gamer. Today, we are going to talk about the similarities, the striking similarities between the game that is all the rage right now, Witcher 3, Wild Hunt. I'm speaking more or less about the character and the franchise, The Witcher. The similarities between that and a game called Gabriel Knight. It's actually another franchise. There was 3 of these games. The first one was called Sins of the Father, second was called The Beast Within, and the third one was called Blood of the Sacred, Blood of the Damned. Now, the main character in this one being Gabriel Knight. The main character in The Witcher, of course, being Geralt of Rivia. Now, here's what got me excited when I first started, because I'm playing the very first Witcher right now, because I want to go in order. I want to finish that one, finish the second one, and then start the third one. So, I had tried before to play it, but I couldn't get used to the controls and everything, and I finally figured it out this time, and I'm deep into the game at this point, and the reason that I'm hooked is because once I started playing it and I got past the control issue and everything, I soon figured out that I love playing this character, and I said, wait a second, this character is a lot like Gabriel Knight. Now, Gabriel Knight is a modern day character, where Geralt obviously is, you know, a Middle Ages type, that time period character. Gabriel Knight is what is known as a Schattenjäger. A Schattenjäger, that translates from German as shadow hunter. And Geralt of Rivia is a witcher. Schattenjägers and witchers both hunt monsters. Schattenjägers were hunting monsters since the 1600s. And you find that out as you play through the 3 games of the Gabriel Knight series. And of course, Geralt, we don't know in relationship to our time frame and everything else what that would be, but it's definitely the Middle Ages time, whatever, you know, world that he's in. So there's that similarity. They both there's a long history of Schattenjägers and witchers. Now, they both have amulets or talismans that they carry that have some magical powers to it, some powers to them. For Gabriel, and if you noticed in that picture, they both have images of some type of animal on their talisman or amulet. Gabriel, it's a lion and a snake, and the Witcher, it's a wolf. Gabriel uses his talisman to I don't want to give any spoilers, so let me just say it has powers. He uses it in the game, as does Geralt of Rivia. Uses his amulet. They both wield silver blades. In Gabriel's case, it's a dagger, which you saw in the picture, and of course, Geralt, it is his sword, Witcher's sword. They both, at least in the first Witcher that I'm going through right now, and in all 3 of the Gabriel Knights, they are both monster hunters. However, they both also are solving mysteries as part of the gameplay in their effort to actually hunt monsters. So that's another similarity. They are both working with detectives in that endeavor. Gabriel Knight works with Detective Mosley, and Geralt works with Detective Raymond. Here's a picture. So you have those similarities. They're both monster hunters. They both have amulets or talismans that have powers. They both use silver blades. They both are solving mysteries in their efforts to do their bidding, and they're both working with detectives in that effort. Also, it's no secret that they are both very good with the ladies. Both of them score quite often in both game franchises. Gabriel, and I could go through the list of his ladies that he's been with in his game, and of course Geralt. We don't even need to go into his list of accomplishments there. So that's another similarity. Now, and this will probably be the final one. There is more, but these are the biggies. They both, and at least for Geralt in the first Witcher, they both have at least two ladies who are helping them in their quests. In the Gabriel Knight games, you have Grace Nakamura and you have Gerda. So you have in all three of those a combination of those two, and at least in the first Witcher, you have Shani and you have Tess that are both in one way or another are assisting Geralt. So I just wanted to do this video to kind of point out how similar these characters are in what they do. I went back and I did some research as far as the history of the characters. I believe they both generated somewhere in the 90s. If you go back and you look on Wikipedia and everything, you can see where The Witcher first started out as short stories, and Gabriel started out as a novel that Jane Jensen wrote. Or actually, I think she might have wrote the novel after the video game, but regardless, it was all similar time periods there as to when the characters were actually first seen anywhere. So that's why I'm having so much fun playing The Witcher, because I loved the Gabriel Knight series of games. Now, having said that, they are not similar type. The gameplay itself is not similar. The Witcher, of course, is a third-person, action type game, but it's role-playing. You're solving mysteries. You're doing all these things. Gabriel Knight, you are doing you're solving things. You're solving puzzles. You're solving mysteries. But it's an adventure point and click style game. There are a few what you would call, I guess, action sequences where you have to do things very quickly in the gameplay, or you fail. So, but they're not, from the gameplay standpoint, the two games are not similar. The characters are what are very similar. So, anyway, I thought you guys might find that interesting. I included some photos here so that you could see the similarities in some of the characters and everything, and some of the items. So anyway, give me some feedback. Let me know what you thought. If I don't know that anybody else has ever made this connection, I did do a search on Google. I did use my Google Foo to see if I did Gabriel Knight versus Geralt of Rivia, and I got nothing. So I don't know if anybody's ever made that connection before. Of course, there's been connections between The Witcher and the Elder Scrolls games. I saw a lot of stuff there. So anyway, that's it, guys. We'll catch you on the flip side.